more things change, the more they stay the same. Boundaries shift, new players step in, but power always finds a place to rest its head.
Oh, triple grenade, bro! Yeah.
Bomb ready.
What up, guys? It's BZK here. Today I'm bringing you a gameplay on the map of Gibraltar from the Cod WW2 beta. This is my second game in. I'm using the Expeditionary Division with the, the pump action shotgun that you first unlock. The only reason I explain the Expeditionary Division is because that kind of sets forth what kind of perks I'll have. Expeditionary Division is definitely geared towards shotguns. It gives you incendiary rounds for your shotguns. And bonus perks along that lines. Now, starting off, World War II looks great. It looks great. It feels pretty quick, but still relatively slow. It's definitely back to boots on the ground. Warm fuzzies all around for that. But other than that, gameplay-wise, feels relatively slow. At the beginning of the beta weekend, people were, pushing up, rushing around. I think they were really getting the, they still had the futuristic feel on them, where they could rush and do crazy movements and try to push the enemy into whatever position they want. Sooner rather than later, they figured out this is not working anymore. And more as the game went on, the gameplay went on, the corner camping, the hiding really started to catch up. With that said, my first 10 or so games, I was definitely using shotguns. I wanted to give myself a challenge. I enjoy the one shots a lot, so that's what I kind of stick to. With that said, shotguns don't feel great by any means. Later, as we get into the beta, incendiary rounds made a huge effect on the game because they made your shotgun... Well, if you used the normal shells, it felt like they didn't do anything. If you used the incendiary shells, you felt like you were a god because you could snipe people with them. There was no real balance in between both, which I thought was crazy. There was no medium. It was either really short or really out of normal shotgun range. So I think they have to reel that in, dial that back, hopefully get it more in line. I think shotgun spread, as you can tell, is huge. Should be more narrowed down normally, and then steady aim should make it even better. But as the beta started, I was super pumped. I was happy. I was ecstatic to play. It's something new. Who doesn't love something new to play, And as we just pushed on, pushed forward, I tried new weapons. I tried kill streaks. I tried different divisions. The more I felt like I was pigeonholed as a player. I'll go into more detail on a later video and what I mean by that. But just saying it as a 10-year, 12-year Call of Duty veteran, I don't think Creative Class is as fleshed out as it should be right now. They were doing great with Pick 10, which was what Black Ops 2 used, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and even Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare has a version of it. Now, say they didn't want to use Pick 10, they could have at least chose the normal, retro Call of Duty style, which is Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remaster, or COD 4, or Modern Warfare 2, or Black Ops 1, where you get your weapon, you get your attachments, 2 attachments, secondary, some equipment, and 3 perks. That's the standard. And then your 3 kill streaks. I would have loved to see that come back. That would have been nice. At least some kind of Creative Class, control, if you will. I feel like I have a lot less control. I really have to rely on choosing a good weapon more so than actually having Creative Class, work out for me and modify my Creative Class to the point where I can use this particular weapon the way I want to. With that said, I did enjoy the game. I did enjoy the beta, but the more people played it, the more experience people got, the more it showed how it's going to turn into a Call of Duty Ghosts. If you don't remember Call of Duty Ghosts, it was a very fast time to kill, And it got so fast and people were dying so quickly, people stopped playing the game like how they should, like pushing and rushing around. They started camping in corners and waiting, getting those 2 shots from behind the back and just picking you off as you're going by. I don't really want to see that happen in this game. I hope when the real full release comes out, they've changed Creator Class a little bit. They've changed some of the attachments around and all that other good stuff. Now, how the game feels with pace, how quick it is to bring up your weapon, how slow it is to get into gunfights, how easy it is to rush. It definitely feels quicker than COD 4 Remastered, but it's nowhere near as quick as Infinite Warfare. So if you've been playing Remaster a lot lately, you'll be able to rush a little bit easier. But if you've been playing Infinite Warfare for the entire year, you'll be having a hard time adjusting. If you're not having, like, being ready, having your fingers on the trigger, ready to aim on sight, ready to fire your weapon, ready to get those bullets off, you're going to be rushing around with your pants down and basically get caught off guard and killed instantly. It's really easy to die in this game, which I hope they might adjust a little bit in the future, but we'll see what happens. As for another item on the agenda that I think that needs to be looked at is the amount of flinch you receive per being hit by bullets per weapon. I used LMGs, I used assault rifles, I used snipers, I used everything. Flinch is just really random. Sometimes I get hit with like a few shots here and it makes my gun go way off target. It's very noticeable with a shotgun because obviously I have to be at close range, and since my hip fire is not there, I have to aim down sights, which causes me to miss depending if I'm getting shot at very close. I hope they reduce the amount of flinch you get from getting shot at, because as far as I know, there's no perk that stops it or reduces it in general. So I hope they take a look at that. They need to take a look at weapon balance, and I hope they take a look at some of the Creative Class features and Creative Class suggestions. I don't know. As for Call of Duty game goes, it's still a little rough, but it can have a promising future. It just needs a little bit more care and patience to look at. If you guys want to hear my full rant about the Creative Class system, which there will be, it'll definitely be in a later video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this gameplay and enjoy my second game on, playing a little Swifty shotgun madness here. And as for now, this is BZK Hellraider, signing off. Really? You got 5 big guys? I got 3 of them with a shotgun. That was mine. I don't give a fuck. That was my kill. Hey, 17-6. There you go. First shotgun gameplay, right? Second map in. Never played it.
Nice.
So far.